What's up, everybody? Bluegabe here. We're in Jacksonville, Florida. Actually, Mayport, right?
Mayport.
Good buddy of mine, Jeff. He owns River and Post in Jacksonville. Y'all have seen him on a show before. We got Steph running the camera. We're not here to redfish. We're here to catch shrimp, but we got here early. I said, hey, let's go catch some redfish before. Now we got a good keeper red.
I just want to say I'm 3 for 3. 1 buck, 1 turkey,
and 1 redfish. So I met Jeff, what, about 6 months ago? Took me on a deer hunt in Alabama, killed a nice buck. Then he took me turkey hunting, put us on a good turkey, both of us on a turkey. First redfish. But I can consider saying I'm taking you red fishing because we're on the boat and I'm in control.
You're on your boat. Hold it up, it's a nice fish.
Y'all look down his throat. Look down that throat. He wanted that zero spook. Shout out to old Straight Out of Compton who says, oh, they don't eat spooks. Well, y'all see that. All right, well, I just checked him. It looks like we're gonna be having shrimp and black and redfish now.
Little red.
What you got?
Jack. Little jack.
Oh, I thought you had something good.
Back up. Redneck, back up.
Redneck, get. What you got?
I think it's just a little bit bigger of a jack.
Note to self, always remember your power pole remote. Oh, that's a monster. Look at the fish biting. All right, well, this isn't meant to be a fishing show. We're coming here to shrimp, but we're catching so many fish we're showing y'all. So a little tech tip, when we got here, it was like 30 minutes to dead high tide. We caught a nice red and a couple fish right at the peak of high tide. Then when it went slack, nothing. Sometimes wherever you're fishing, when that current stops, just eat a sandwich, drink a couple drinks, relax, wait for it to start pushing. So we just got here, the tide started going out and immediately the fish started biting. So if you're ever anywhere fishing and the fish are biting and they just quit, pay attention to the tide. Because if the tide quits, most of the time they're gonna quit. That's a little tech tip of the week. All right, y'all, as you can tell, it's not dark anymore. We went through the night last night gigging, shrimping, never saw a flounder, never caught a shrimp, but Jeff had to go to work. We met up with a good friend of ours, Andrew, from Roughneck Fishing. We're up here in the, is this the St. John's?
Yeah, this is technically St. John's.
St. John's River. We're in 30 foot of water and we're gonna start throwing cast nets. You can see the boats behind us. Maybe they're here, maybe they're not. We'll show y'all in a second though. Give it a whirl. Everybody's got their own style of cast net, and I can tell you, yeah, him and I throw totally different. But that's okay. You don't have to throw the same as everybody as long as you throw it.
All right, so this is the first cast.
Goodness gracious. Don't show those other boats. Look at the scrimps.
These are all good sized ones.
Look at that. What do you think? Shrimp cocktails?
Yes, definitely.
First cast and probably got 15. I've never done this before. I know Robert has. I've never done this. Robert did it when he was young in Georgia and killed him, but it's the first time for me. So I'm gonna put the camera down and give it to Steph. I'm gonna pick up my net. Another huge important factor to fishing is birds. Anytime you see birds work in an area, that means bait. Or there's some kind of life going on there. So you'll always pay attention to birds. It's super deep here, so you just got to be patient, let it get all the way to the bottom. When it hits the bottom, slowly start tucking it so that net comes in like this, real slow, scooping all of them up, and then once it gets in, then you can pick it up. You'll feel it hit the bottom because it's going, 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 boom, and it just hit the bottom.
Nice.
I got him! Finally! Ow. Look at all those shrimp.
Sweet.
We got some barbecue shrimp, some shrimp gumbo, shrimp sandwiches, shrimp linguine, shrimp burger, boiled shrimp. Look at that big shrimp. He's got to be 3 or 4 pounds. Now I'm gonna try to do it like he does it. I did it.
Tide's starting to move.
Yeah.
Whenever it's slack tide around here, you'll see these are the ones we were catching not too long ago. Their legs are just clear, regular. Whenever this tide starts to move, they'll start to turn red. They're starting to dig into the mud down there on the bottom and try to stay put so they don't get blown away with the tide.
Oh, two in a row.
There you go. Push this back over there.
Look at that. Look in here. Big, beautiful shrimp. We're really no littles, no smalls in here. Now, are these Mayport shrimp?
Yeah, they come in from Mayport over there at the inlet, make their way all the way down the St. Johns River, close to 40 miles down the river actually.
So we're 35, 40 miles from the Mayport Inlet, way back in the St. Johns River. These shrimp are coming in from the ocean, coming into this fresh water to spawn. They get in here, they fight the current, they fight the predators, make their way all the way in the back just to spawn. Make sure there's more shrimp for us in the future. Thanks, shrimp. Hey, who thinks we should make black and red fish with some kind of shrimp on the top? Sounds good to me. All right, I want y'all to leave a comment below and tell me, should I just cook shrimp or should I make some type of red fish with shrimp on top? What do y'all want to see me cook? Put it below. If I don't do it this time, maybe I'll do it next time. Look at that. We got some scrimps. What's your favorite way to eat shrimp?
Ooh, these kind, I'll just leave them head on, shells on, and put them in a big low temperature broil and kind of just pick at them slowly. But man, they're good anyway. Fried, blackened, barbecued.
I'm thinking I want to take some of these big ones, take the shell off, wrap them in bacon, put some pineapple and barbecue sauce on them, put them on the grill. Look at that, big as your hand. Whoa! All right, y'all, this is our last throw. It's super hot. We got a nice redfish, a nice trout, cooler full of shrimp. We're gonna go, Andrew's gonna take us to one of his little honey holes, catch a couple more redfish, hopefully maybe a trout, then we're headed back to Stuart, Florida to cook these shrimp in the air conditioning in my kitchen. It's too hot to cook them out here, y'all. Well, last throw was a success. Look at that. Probably 30 shrimp. We're gonna get these on ice. I might show you a little bit more fishing, I don't know. If not, we'll see y'all in the kitchen. How cool is that? His huge claws are stuck in there though. There it is. That's his old body. Perfectly intact. So we literally just walked in the door from red fishing and shrimping, getting ready to start going through the footage. walked into my scrimps, my big, huge, whatever those things are. Some people are calling them river prawns or river shrimp, Malaysian prawns. We just watched him, and y'all watched him shed his skin right there in front of us. Tell me that wasn't perfect timing coming home. We literally walk in the door and there he is shedding. That's super crazy exciting. Now I got to do something to keep the other ones for eating him, because right now he's soft as a noodle, like a boiled noodle. So I'm gonna build something and make it to where he can get in there and hide and the other ones don't eat him. All right, so we got a redfish and a bunch of shrimp. I'm gonna clean them up. My parents are coming over for dinner. They're bringing the boys. It's my kid's second day of school, so y'all watch this. A redfish is super, their skin is super strong. About as strong as any fish you can get with scales. Just follow that backbone, start peeling it up slowly. One perfect fillet, flip it over and repeat. All right, a redfish has a ton of blood on it. So when I'm skinning them, I'm not trying to push that blade right down on the skin itself. I like to just sort of float it down to where when I do get it off the skin, it's not so bloody. See how a lot of that blood's still left on? And I have very little on the fillet. I'll trim a little bit of that off, a little bit of the pin bones. Perfect fillet. All right, so we got the redfish cut up, ready to go. I'm sitting here cleaning shrimp, and I just figured out a new way. I don't know, maybe some of y'all have seen this before. I'm just trying to do it whatever the best way I can figure out. Now watch this. All right, so watch. I'm gonna take the end of his tail and pinch it. Half the shell comes off. Now I've got him like this. I'm gonna take his head, but do it gently. Watch his whole poop shoot. Whoop. It just came out. Now I don't have to split him down the middle of the body. There's a piece of clean shrimp with no poop shoot in it. All right, so the moment of truth. I'm making homemade mashed potatoes, some sauteed redfish on top of that. I'm gonna saute some shrimp, put them on top of that. Then I'm gonna take this béarnaise sauce right here and pour it on top of the whole entire plate. It's gonna be so good. So I made some homemade mashed potatoes, just boiled them down, left a little bit of the skin on, made them sort of dirty. Added garlic, butter, and milk, stirred it up, a little bit of salt and pepper. Got some broccoli in the can cooker, got my fish. So normally I would do this blackened, but I'm not gonna do it blackened because my kids are here, my dad's here, and they don't really like that spiciness. So I'm just gonna do some Lowry seasoning. Lay it in this hot olive oil. Look at that. Woo, it's gonna be good. All right, now I'm gonna add the shrimp. Season them once they get in the pan. Same thing, a little bit of Lowry. Nothing crazy. Come over here and take the fish. It's so easy to flip it when you have two spatulas. One helps the other. Now the shrimp don't take long and you don't want to overcook the shrimp. So keep them stirring. As soon as they're pretty much pink and white, however you want to say it, they're done. Alright, the shrimp are done. That's all you're looking for, just pink and white. They're not very big shrimp, so you don't have to cook them for that long. The fish is almost done, maybe another minute. As soon as I get all this wrapped up, I'm going to show y'all what it looks like when it's done, and it's going to be so good. Alright, here's the moment of truth. It's going to take a little bit of broccoli. Piece of fish. Take some shrimp. Alright, y'all, watch this. Done. And that is our dinner. I'm going to go ahead and fix everybody's plate and we'll see y'all when we sit down. Look, you put that food down, we ain't said blessing yet. Alright, Dad, say grace.
Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this food. Nourish it to our bodies. And thank you for Gabe for his birthday. And and all these wonderful years. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Looky, is it any good?
Yeah.
Very good. Say it's very good. Emma,
Very
say
good.
it's
Yeah, what
very
do you
good.
think?
It's good.
Boy, the mashed potatoes set the fish off good.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like the fish skin.
Everything's good.
Everything's good in
That
it.
shrimp is awesome.
Taste of it, Dad.
All right, y'all, that's it. We're done. Had a great time. I know it went a little bit here and there. We started out fishing and then we're supposed to go nighttime gigging. We didn't get anything. So I didn't even bother putting that footage in. I knew we would get some the next morning in the daylight, so I just left room for that. Came home and one of the prawns was shedding. How cool was that? Thanks for everything y'all have done. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for everything. But like I always say, every good story's got to have an ending, and we gone.